And let's go ahead. I will share my screen with you, and then you will see, you will start seeing the slides. I prepared today's slides with you. I prepared this way so you can see what we gathered for you. But right after, when I go through all the slides, and I will also go through the links with you. So we do it in two groups. So right now we're gonna go through the slides. You hear the free money where they are, and any one of those, if you're interested, and you would see the website, and I will bring that up for you. Okay, so just allow me to do it in this fashion so we can go through this a little faster. So obviously, before we go through the free money for small business, just want to brag about our firm a little bit with you. And we are a 26 years, actually 27 years old practice, and with 10 different languages spoken in the firm because our staff speak that language. We also have more than 10,000 clients. Right now, we're building our number 5 branch, which is Houston, Texas. So once that is done, and scheduled to start on June 1st, which is next month, but the construction is still going. So we are renovating the space right now. It is situated in Galleria area of Houston. So it's quite midtown. I wouldn't call it downtown. Very similar to where we are in the other area, like we're in Bloomington in Minnesota, we're in Iowa City and Des Moines in Iowa. So it's sort of like we're kind of in the midtown area. I, of course, served on National Taxpayer Advocacy Panel for 3 years. So this is a federal advisory committee provide advice to IRS. So that's a good point to brag about, right? Then these are the 2 books, and I wrote already, and I am actually working on the 2 p.m. Really not ready to publish it, say next year. Let me tell you why. Because I do these kind of books, not because I, I know other people's stories. Of course I do. But the main point is I also write my own journey for Community CPA. So how we started it, how we grow, how we expand. So to write the 2 p.m., expand your business, that take a little practice, and I'm still trying to do that. Okay, so no responsibility disclaimer is one of the standard slides we have, just to let people know that you need to be serious about the knowledge you got from internet. Are you kidding me? And going through TikToks like crazy and just absorb everything, then forget everything. Isn't that true? I call that a very it is rather like a meditation. You just be mindless, wandering in the wild, and came back with nothing. So that's just how those kind of shorts, TikToks do to us. Here is the free money. Is there free money available? Of course. I will tell you that the big businesses that are out there, all of them have free money. All of them got free money. And when you grow to certain ways in your business journey, you will somewhere, somehow understand getting a free money is a job. And the small businesses like Mama Papa Shop, if you're running your own consultation freelance, it is so difficult for you to feel like you just don't know where that free money is and why is everybody else getting it, I'm not getting it. I'll tell you why. Because getting the free money is like a real job. It's like a second business you're doing. So it is not a windfall. And of course, there are that kind of money windfall for whatever reason. But generally speaking, and there is free money, but you have to really work it. And, you may ask me that, okay, Ying, did you ever get free money in your community CPA work? And you worked there for 27 years, you should know. And I'll tell you, no, I have never got free money. But if you say that, have you ever had experience to receive free money? And I'll say, yes, you know why? Because I am also the chair for Immigrant Entrepreneur Summit. It's a nonprofit organization and very well doing in Midwest, and it's amazing nonprofit. And I actually was one of the founders for that nonprofit organization. And in back then, 20 years ago, that organization is 17 years old. So we established that in 2008. So at that time, I did try really hard to get free money for that nonprofit. So I visited big companies and I beg, I plea, and I make a case, and I did all kind of things that you maybe will do or are doing, and to get the funding for IES. But the people, the company, the individual who donated to IES, and every single one of those stakeholders are proud of what they're doing. But that doesn't mean I didn't beg for it. It just starts from there, right? So it's just it's a negative word to say beg for money. But if we just take our egos away, and the beg is not wrong, I mean, why do we have to have such a big ego so we can't even tell people that we're scared? We can't even tell people that, oh, waste a whole bunch of time and didn't get any free money to come to me. So what? If that's the fact, that's what it is. But our goal is to just transfer that knowledge, transfer that experience to you without any filtering. And I mean, English is my second language. If you want me to speak sophisticatedly and hit the point, but yet not violating anything, maybe I'm not the right person to do that, because I don't know. I just know how to speak straight out of my heart and speak straight out of my experience, give you what I know. That's my promise to you. All right. And so now let's look at the grants. So I will start with government grants first, then I'll go into private company. Then the last piece was the nonprofit, those kind of secondary grant distributor, I call them, because they get grants from the government already. So they distribute that out. So they are secondary, they're nonprofit. So we'll do that in the third group. So the first group is government. And this is one I use state of Iowa, SSBCI, as an example because this is the one that I'm working on it really hard. And the key to explain to folks is that the federal government has these grandeur ideas to help small businesses, right? So that's what the White House wants to do. That's the right direction they are aiming to level the playing field and give small business the leg up so they can be better. And the way they're doing it is giving the money to the state or giving money to certain agencies or giving money to nonprofit. So what we are talking about is the kind of money that the federal government, Department of Treasury, give to Iowa. Okay, they give to the state. And of course, if they gave to other state, they might be with the state agency. They might also be with a certain large nonprofit organization. So it's all different funneling down, but this is the one that in Iowa is with the state. So the state government has the money and to push out these programs, right? One of the program is called a collateral support program. You see that on the screen. It says that up to 40% of the collateral gap needed to secure 75,000 to 250,000 loan through commercial lenders for disadvantaged businesses. Three sentences, 3 lines give you a lot of information. Let me just break that into Chinglish, right? English is my second language. Sometimes that I'm not really good at, getting wordy and getting sophisticated in talking. And let me just tell you. So what it says here is, if you, the small business owner, needing $250,000 loan to do a store renovation, I'm just making up a story. It's not really a makeup. It's actually there are people already benefited from this. So need 250,000 cash to come to you so you can renovate the store and open up your store. And you can go to a local commercial lender, which means bank. You can go to a local bank and have them to have a 40% of the 250,000. That's $100,000. So $100,000 can be given to the bank by the government to fill in the collateral gap. So what is collateral gap? Collateral gap means that if you borrow 250,000, they want 250,000 as collateral. Maybe it's your diamond ring. I'm just making it really simple. Maybe you just give your diamond ring to the bank, goes, this is 250,000, and you can keep it, give me the loan, and I'll pay you back. That collateral, maybe your ring doesn't worth of 250, maybe only worth of 150. So you need $150,000 gap, right? You need that gap to be filled up. That is what they're talking about. So the federal government says that, hey, banks, can I just give you some money and put in your pocket and to fill in the collateral that my small businesses are short, and you go ahead loan them? Can you do that? That's what that is. Even more, there is a thing called the technical assistance. Let's say if I am the little business, I want to establish this store, renovating 250,000. And I have, the bank asks me financial statement and a personal financial statement, company balance sheet, and the cash flow projection. Man, it just like so much for me to even understand what they're talking about. I just felt like they're throwing English words at me just to kick me out, right? That's how you feel. And this program offers you to have someone else to do that for you, and you don't pay, the program pay. So in fact, the reason I say that is because Community CPA actually was contracted by SSBCI to say that, okay, if we have small business owners needing needing those documents to apply for loan, and as long as they qualify to this program, you, Community CPA, go ahead, get that prepared. Don't charge your clients, but don't charge the people, and charge us. We pay you. So that is that program. I am giving you the actual scenario so you understand. And at Community CPA, we of course provide service, we charge our client, but we are very, very willing to make our client understand. We still charge you, but instead of charging you, we are actually getting the funds from the government for two reasons. Number one, we don't want to mislead you to think that we are the one did your work and didn't charge you. That was not right. Number two, and we want you to understand the government programs, the help that we received from higher up. A lot of times our small business owner just felt being forgotten. And I knew that. I had that experience. So I knew how you feel. But a lot of times it's not because we are forgotten, it's because we actually do not have the understanding of the program. But to have that understanding of the program, it needs someone like Ying to sit down and break it down to Chinglish so we all get it, right? So that is what I really trying to do. I don't think business is sophisticated, but business is a different language. It is not English, it's Chinglish. That's really how I see it. That's why our webinars are so are so out there. And I tell you that I feel like there was a couple of times I feel like a celebrity because I went into this place. The people, I start talking, the people goes, oh, I know you. You are the YouTube lady. I was just like, I didn't even consider myself anything YouTube. I'm just putting out the knowledge. But those little moments make me realize that how many people are behind the scene. They probably didn't subscribe to our channel, but they listen to it. They want to understand it. And one of the big asset I have for myself and for Community CPA is the way we communicate. Because we're not good at sophisticated Harvard language. We are just down to earth Chinglish and very plain. So let's talk about the loan participation program. Is the same thing. If you are manufacturing, I want you to remember manufacturing 4.0 investment, because up to 20% of participation in a $1 million, $1 to $10 million loan towards to your factory. So if you're producing muffins out there, if you're producing chips out there, If you have so many restaurants, you had a restaurant manufacturing yourself, producing your restaurant packages for your franchise, which we have those clients, and you can qualify for $1 million to $10 million loan, 20% participation. That means the government can give, if you borrow 1 million, they give 20%. They buy down your loan, so that way you can get a better treatment from the better loan better loan terms from the commercial lender. Okay, so now we got so much to cover, already covered, right? Technical assistant, there is a technical assistant. So if you want to get that loan, and you don't have to get it yet, but you can already start requesting for technical assistance. And when you request that, and we come in, and if we don't come in, there's other people who provide technical assistance would come in. If you are from different state, there is a program just like that. Maybe it was named differently, but in one of our webinar, I already give out all the names in the different state where we have the branch. So make sure you check my webinar out. Okay. All right. The second one, I just accidentally already, went over there. And this is SBIR, Small Business Innovation Research. Okay. And Small Business Technology Transfer Program. If you're inventing something out there, and consider yourself America's seed, you are the seed. You're going to grow the forest. So you can tap into this fund. This is a federal R&D fund. And I'm not going to go deep in this. You know who you are. I actually, one of my clients, I called you to tell you about this because you need to study that. And of course, like I said, the free money doesn't mean it's come in the windfall. The free money means that the money sources, you don't pay anything, but you got to pay your labor. You have to study. You need to write your documents to do that. I'll show you the website, but this is the seed money for innovation. And if you have something, you don't know whether it will fly or not. I actually have an entrepreneur with a patent for a certain keyboard invention. I am working on that. I also have another entrepreneur and who has this new way producing daily energy. Imagine that, electricity. It doesn't come out of anything. And so it came out of very basic element. It's just amazing innovation ideas out there. And these are the programs you should be looking into. Okay. And this is a micro entrepreneur assistance program. And I also have, this is a USDA one for rural area population under 50,000. And then you are doing something small. They have a 100,000 grant. They also have up to 500,000 loan. So if you have a, agriculture, small experimental business, and why not? You really should look into these kind of things. It's not that money is not there. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, can you just dive it a little deeper than me just giving you a slide? Would you do that? Because that's the only way you can discover something. And also, by the way, I already have people who heard of our webinar, learn things, do things well. They let us know. I just really encourage you to let me know and drop a comments on the YouTube channel or just email me and just say that, what we did had helped you, because I think that is literally the spiritual bread for us daily. And we want to know that our existence in the universe actually do help others. Otherwise, why are we even here? And I just, it's so meaningless if you just live day to day for lunch and dinner and breakfast. Just why, right? And we want something bigger than us. We want to start a business, grow it, expand it, and leave a legacy. And this is really why we're all here. This is why you are here with me, even though my voice is so terrible. But it's special today. Private corporation grants. This is the second part. So the first part, we talk about three of them, right? And the private corporation grants. So you may say that, oh, why people do that? Why people do give money out, private lender. Sometimes it's a part of the business strategy. It's almost like you give out a coupon in the supermarket. You get a coupon, people coming in to buy things and they use the coupon, right? So grants can be a business tool for a certain business to gather more clientele. So no wonder there's a private corporation grants. Sometimes they're also driven by good spirits thought, wanting to help the community. Just like, Community CPA, as me, myself, I funded and also created Immigrant Entrepreneur Summit. So that's kind of my ways of helping out people out there. And so there's other business owners have beautiful stories and they want to help. And this Amber Grant for women and has been here every time we talk about free money and we bring them up because they are consistently there. And on the website, you can also see the winners. So I truly believe the legitimacy of this grant. And I actually do not have any anyone I know received this grant, but I do check on the website to make sure it is legit. It looks legitimate, right? This one is a grant that to back up support the bar. So this is already the round 3, and the due date is May 24th, so it's quite close, right? So this is the one that I have the link there, and they give you 10,000 if you win. So look into that if you are in the restaurant bar business. And the legal Zoom and had always been here for a little bit. And I think in the very beginning, 4 years ago when we started this talk, we do this free money talk, regularly every year for maybe about 3-4 times. And in the very beginning, they were not here, but lately they're here. And the Legal Zone is a privately owned company. They make money from the money you paid online to form of companies and stuff, right? So they also have this grant they would give out and to give back to the community. So I will show you about that. It's September 13. They close. So I want you to make sure that you participate if you are interested in that. I think what they give you is more it's a grant, so it's real cash, and also the services that they provide as a part of the reward. 2024 Horizon micro grants. This is also one, and I'll show you the link soon. And this offering 10,000, and the qualification is 51% owned by women of color. So currently, registered in U.S. less than 1 million gross revenue. So you kind of see. Give me 1 second. I just want to cough a little bit. Okay, just a second. I'm going to mute a second. Okay, very good. I'm back. So my next one is Comcast. This one has been here for a while. We have been consistently reporting this one, so make sure you look into this one as well. The available date to apply. The available date is May 1st to May 31st. So it's coming to the end for the period. National Black Business Pitch. This is a new one we have. We didn't have this one before. This one is deadline is June 3rd, so it's about $10,000, and of course it's supporting Black owned business. Okay, so make sure that you look into it if you qualifies for making the pitch. So now let's go to the nonprofit organization, the pass-through entities, right? I'm mentioning to you that, the nonprofit, they don't just have money. They got money from the federal government or state government for certain purposes. So those money, sometimes they pass through, so you will be getting those money if you apply. And this is one of them. This is National Association for Self-Employed Growth Grant. And we have been displaying this pretty consistently. So if you are self-employed, you don't have coworkers and you're on your own, make sure you tap into this, okay? You don't want to run business lonely. Lonely is a game. Um, Try not to be wrapped into that kind of game, because humans are society animals. We really don't thrive and don't be cannot be successful when we are really just wanting to be alone. So that would not be healthy. All right. Okay. There's a new one coming up called the Second Service Foundation Military Entrepreneur Challenge. This Military Entrepreneur Challenge is a nationwide grant program that gives veterans, the military spouse, and the Gold Star family entrepreneurs the opportunity to network, learn, compete for capital. You see that? To grow. So I have the link here and I will show you. And if you are a military individual or spouse of military or even Gold Star family, and you want to know that there is a thing for you, okay, from a nonprofit organization. And the Immigrant Entrepreneur Summit, remember I talked about this one? This is the one that I actually um, initiated back in 2008 with two other people. And this event happens every year in November. It's already the 17th year. Um, Now, we actually give out $5,000 for that day to a entrepreneur who can pitch of their business, and with judges being the bankers, the underwriters, because we want everybody to understand the underwriting process. You know how sometimes you go to borrow money, you just like, oh, I don't know whether I will get it, and the banker says I will, but next day later the banker goes, you didn't get it. So it's like such an unpredictable process. You don't know why and how and what happened. So with that, we want that underwriting standards to be exposed to small business owners, so you know why you didn't get your 5,000 and you know why you got your 5,000. So that is what we are doing on that day, CC, on November 16, 2024, in Des Moines. I mean, if you come to Des Moines, you better just come to see me, because I am always there that day for sure. Well, I cannot say that I was there all the time, because there was one year I was so sick with COVID-19, and so I didn't really go. But right now I'm just getting over with COVID-24, so isn't that crazy? With that said, and the application due date is September 1st, folks. So make sure you apply, okay? And very easy. Is not going to break you with what you are writing. I mean, to be able to write, to be able to articulate, to be able to do projection, that is luxury. That is something that you should always wanting to have it, right? But if you don't, and there's help for you, just like the program I was talking about, there have technical assistance people to help you to get you there. I mean, if you're really serious for doing business and you want to learn. And the restaurants care resilience funds. This is California, to give $5,000 out for the restaurant, not those franchise one, the independent restaurant. So you can look into that. It's June 15th to 30th, and make sure rewarding 278 restaurants. Come on. And I think you should be really looking into that. And the Transform Business Grant. This is also this is a 1,000 micro grant, and a year-long business strategy development program to each grantee. So if you got this $1,000, you're also going to get some kind of guidance and strategy guidance to transform your business. I feel like I need one, right? I would love to know how to transform the business, expand. Maybe the third book should be called Transforming the Business. Oh, that's a great idea. U.S. Chamber of Commerce is another one. This one is 2000. I will show you the website. And then National Pride Grant. This is 1,000 for 25 LGBTQIA plus led businesses in United States. Okay, so now let me stop sharing right here, right now, but share with you of those connections, those links. Okay, just bear with me. All right, so I want to go to pull up my screen for this, so I will share with you now to a different screen. All right, so this is our website, no big deal. This is the YouTube channel that you can find our history of talk here. And for SSBCI program, you can come over here to the system to locate, because there's like so many videos, and you can search on this little magnifying glasses. And this is the SSBCI program that I was talking about in Iowa. This is where they are on the website. If you look, www.iowaeda.com, and then you can come over here to review. But if you really have questions and you're interested in this, you can come to Community CPA, and we will help you. We'll make sure that the free money is something that you also entitled to get. And this is the SBRI STTR for innovation. Remember, I was talking about for entrepreneurs with innovation and a high risk small business. That's what you were talking. The federal government, the federal grants we're talking about. So right here, you can register your company, and you can contact the funding agency. I have this page here for you because they have different agencies to have the same initiative, but you need to go to different agencies. So I kind of just came on here to show you. So these are all different agencies. But if you say that, oh, how do I know which agency do I belong to? And you literally can come over here to make inquiry and to start talking to someone. Like I said, it's not like windfall. You just get what you want to get. It is really effort you want to put in, and the effort you want to know what government has for the small business, right? Just don't give up. And I want you to, if you have innovation ideas, I really want you to look into this, okay? This is the agency map. This one is the Rural Micro Entrepreneur Assistance Program I was talking about. See, in Iowa. So you can see it says open. I typed into Iowa. I went over here. I was looking for a different state. So I typed into Iowa. So I got that. The deadline for completing applications to be received, it says that is no later than 11 p.m. Eastern time, and September 30th for the second quarter. For the first quarter probably already over. For the second quarter is September, and the third quarter, fourth quarter. See, it's a quarterly funds, so it's something that you can dive in and take a look. This is the private funding I was talking about, Amber, and this is a women's network. You can actually come over here, ambersgrantsforwomen.com, and just make that a bookmark and come over here to take a look. I know they're asking for a registration fee of $15. I don't know that it was annually or one time, but they do ask for a small fee. And then in here, they give grants, they give free money every quarter, then every month. Then at the end of the year, out of the winners in the whole year, they select another one to give 25,000. So the highest amount you would get is 35,000. And this is the bar one I was talking about, new one to support the bar. And you can, looks like it's a company. You can apply right here. It says donate. Whenever I see donation, I would kind of think that they're a nonprofit organization. So I'm not sure. I didn't really verify that, but you can apply for that one. And this is the 10K grant for the small business. So it's called a fast break for small business. You apply right now, and this is the which one is this one related? Let me pull up my. I am going to pull up my slides so I know for sure this one is. I think this is National Association. No, not this one. So we look at the M bar, and we look at NAACP, that's the bar, and the legal zone. So this one, we did look at legal zone, didn't we? Actually, this one is meant to be a legal zone. So it could be a legal zone one. Let me see. I apologize. I don't really know where this one comes in. It's sitting in the place where I made for legal zone. But it's not. So let's go to the next one. That was the 2024 Horizon. Oops, I closed it by accident. And the 2024 Horizon is this one. I checked on the cross, so it got closed. It's here. This one. Okay. 2024 Horizon, and this is a digital funding solution for women of color. And so it supports for $1,000 grant, like if you win. So the other one I talk about is a Comcast Rise. Comcast Rise is this one. This is the one that we showed several times, and it's consistently here, and you can apply. They give you a Comcast Rise. They give funds. They also give in-kind service to you. So it is a packaged business consultation service, and from a from a private business. So this is the another one, the National Association of Self-Employment. And this National Association of Self-Employment is one of the ones we call that nonprofit organization funds, the pass-through funds. They have the money. They probably got the money from their membership, or they got grants from the government. So they extended that out. So they're talking about $4,000. So this is their website on the National Association for the Self-Employed Growth Grants. Then you also have the military one is right here. So this is the no, this is not the military one. I kind of got things messed up here. It's probably like my COVID-24. It just things are not going. This is the Military Entrepreneur Challenge. This is the website. So I actually just copied my slides, then pasted it in the link. So what you can do is when you are really interested in certain grants and the yin just didn't show you properly, and don't be upset with me, you just go to our recording and look for that page of page of the PowerPoint, and just picture that out and just type into that link into your website. You'll get it. This is that yes one, and the 2024 underwriting exposed. So I hope you get that one. Then the next one we want to show you is the restaurant care one in California. Remember the restaurant care one in California that they give $5,000 to like 278 restaurants. 278, you really should be one of those. And see, this is one of the restaurants that received the grants. All right. Then the next one is transform. The business grant. This is new, so I want you to see it. And this grant gives 1,000 micro micro grant, and plus a year-long business strategy session. I think that's pretty cool. This is the one. And then there is one called the CO 100. I don't know how you call it though. It's a U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and this is the one that they're asking small business to apply for grant. Is this grant the U.S. Chamber of Commerce? This is $2,000 grant that you're getting, and there will be like more than 100 applicants will be getting this $2,000 grant. There is a fee though for application. They're charging $99 for application. It's quite hefty, don't you think? So this is the one that we were showing you. The last one I have on my list was the National Pride Grant for LGBTQIA. This like if you own a business, small business, and the owner belongs to this diverse group, and then they have $1,000 for 25 of these business to receive. So this is their website. So just want you to know. With that said, and I think we conclude our today's session, really just want to share with you what we know out there. I hope that you already got a glimpse of what you can do. If you specifically need help on one of the slides, and you can contact Catherine at communitycpa.com is her email address, Catherine@communitycpa.com. So she can email that to you so you have it. And I hope you find what you need out there as a resources. Yes, there's a free resources, and you just need to look into it and not let other people just say, oh, there's free resources, but you don't put in any effort, then you won't get it. So I hope you will find it, and you will get it. And good luck with your search. And I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.